Hello, hello. It's Tuesday, the 11th of August. Yo, Alice, how you doing? How's your Tuesday going? You okay? That's good to hear. Same here. I just spent the past hour cleaning up. Cleaning up the house. Taking care of stuff. Oh, that's why everything feels so loud lately. I usually have my PC on volume 20, and for the past hour it seemed to be on 40. Well, I'm glad I realized that now. For some reason everything is double the volume than as usual. I wonder what's going on. Yo, Paragon. Nioh 3, first playthrough, 95% done. Yeah, I'm standing in front of the final boss. I think. There's a very good chance I'm gonna see the ending today. Almost? Okay, almost. It's almost. Still gotta make sure that the sets, that my gear's okay. And it is. I don't really need to spend much time on this today. Stronger sword, maybe? And that one has fire on it. Sure. It's the short gauntlet of lesser crucibles and then the final boss. Okay. That sounds very doable. Hey, you know, and a better gun. Let's go. I can probably just trade my items again. I checked the ranks for the battle clan, for the clan battles. I'm currently on Minister, but apparently there's 2 more past that. I'm surprised that I didn't reach those yet. Maybe it's New Game Plus only. I beat the VOD a few attempts against the first proper double health bar boss in the game, and that 26k damage sort of edition was juicy. It was. Yes, it was. And the thing is, he wasn't even confused. Like, with confusion, that can easily hit 50k, I think. Like, with 3 elements on him. Or at least water debuff. And maybe weakness talisman. Like, there's still, like, room for improvement there. Protection of Canon. What the hell is that? Scythe build. Still Minister. And maybe it just takes more. It probably just takes more. Meanwhile, we've a perfected critical health, mega damage, max 0 build, only hitting for 46k. I'm slacking and lacking. That's the fun about this game. Many ways to go up. And I'm really happy about the sword in this game now. Since I noticed that you can combo the sick parry into the sick sword slap. I've had a lot of fun. Problem is that it's only really viable against humans. And usually you're fighting just yokai. Or at least that's what it feels like to me. Moving up. I wonder how far I can push my meditation damage. I don't even have a good build yet, that's the thing. To think you're not enjoying the first 20 minutes of the game because you didn't have skills. You could have guessed it wouldn't feel as good without them. Well, in comparison to the other Nioh games, I had fun in the other two without skills already. Or with very few at least. Here I really needed them too, but the fun you get from those is just way higher than the other ones, I think. Or at least as good sooner. The game is very different, to be fair, so... It feels very different in the first couple hours. Damn. No. Always just 3 waves. Can't even use this yet, no? Or just a shortcut or something. Back, waiting to find out what sort of movesets the Hoko is going to have for the stances and what ninja measures which it is like. I'm looking forward to the DLC next week as well. When they have mentioned that you can throw the shield, that's all I know. That's already something like fun. Oh. Repelled all of Murakumo's attacks? I guess. Well, that's a freebie. Hey, Crucible Art. Oh my god. That's not too bad. So every crucible is a quarter. I'm running out of resources. Devastation. The comfort skills are back, but they're just not the same. Oh. Ah. Zu rarer Owner. Actually way more dangerous than the boomer, I think, but it's manageable. Lightning against water creatures. Well, that's more than 3 waves, huh? So much for that idea. Not so fast, huh? I mean, that one cleared itself, basically. Thanks to the outside help. Ayaba. Hell, good morning to you then. Oh, lava, I see. Currently on the way to the final boss. Beating again today? Yeah. Plenty of time for that today. I think I have that in me. Wow. Ayama Piku, the entire squad's here. Friendly fire, I like that. Best game mechanic out there. I was watching someone play Nioh 2 last night and I honestly see why people really like it. Yeah, it's awesome. I wanna go back to that game eventually too. And do a little speedrunning in it. No. Okay. It was nice to me. Whew. It's been a while since I fought that dude. I thought it was over for a moment. Step on the Stone of Penance and you'll get the challenging bosses that you wanted. Yeah, make the game harder for yourself and it's finally difficult. That would be cool to watch. Are you there's no ninja form? Nope, it's samurai only. But the ninja weapons are basic samurai weapons now. And they're all in there. It is different from a challenge run where you do stuff like, oh, I just want to level up. It's an actual game mechanic. That is true. You get something out of it too.
信玄、頼朝、慶喜、所詮は捨て駒。真の暗き輝きを得るためのな。
You throw stuff? Yes, Ninjutsu, I think. Yes, you can. I play range in most games. It's hard challenge to play melee so much. Yeah, you can. It's actually pretty strong too. Ninjutsu wise, I think Nioh 2 is the like it has the strongest ninjutsu skills in there. That's not a good start. I'm waiting too early. Damn. His water form got buffs, that's for sure. Oh, this is so sad. Oh, no healing left. That's rough. It's gonna hurt. That's it. Ah, good first try. That'd be my favorite boss in 3. I'll be on it for like 10 more minutes apparently. If there's a phase 2, then an hour. That was a good first try. Yeah, it's a good first try. I don't like the fire waves, as in the first phase. I think visual design was, but the goat fear was just fun. Damn. Damn. Didn't have quick change on. I feel like I can actually burn him down a lot though. I do like the parry chains he's got. Like one burst counter than the other one, but just feels cool, kinda cool.
我らの因縁に決着をつけようではないか。その程度で世を滅ぼすのなどあまり。貴様がいつの邪魔だった。
Damn, just low on the here. That fire was greedy on my end. What is this? I must have missed a side quest or something. Yeah, okay. He was electrocuted, so I mistimed every single counter there. I played myself. There's 3 of those demons. Pride, Envy, and Obsession. I've never fought Obsession. That's gonna be that one then. There's one parry, there's usually another, huh? Ow. Ow. is a very cool fight. I can tell that much. The game just gives you like way too many tools to not deal with most of it. I shouldn't talk too much yet. There might be phase 2. I guess technically phase 2 is when the music transitions. It definitely was his best form though, like Hiroko you fight 3 times. And 3 different forms, I mean, and that one was definitely the best.
Hiroko! もう終わりにしましょう。ようやくあなたを止められたわ。
何年経っても手のかかる弟扱いか。
日の本を導く新たな光に今のあなたならなれるはず。
Hey, green gear. That's how you actually know that it's over. It's not the Grace of Hota. Hey. Yes, there's graces. Luck and item drop rate on Abyss. Jurochin comes with magical power. Then Sidon comes with adaptability now. That's new. Reduces key consumed by martial arts in proportion to the number of versatility stacks. So versatility is the more you keep going, the more skills you use, the more damage you deal. And now it's also gonna reduce your key reduction, so that's just for skill spamming, which is good. It was pretty strong in Nioh too. Inari. Elemental weapon damage. Don't really use that much. I don't think that's too good. Daikokuten. Ninjutsu. Just ninjutsu power. That's okay. Grace of Hote. That's a weird one. Auto recovery is just on everything there, huh? That's what I'm gonna go with. And Fukurokuju? That's new. Tanky. That's for tankiness. Kinda. For being healthy and being tanky, yeah. That's what I read from that. The art of defense is where it's at. A piece of 3-piece Ben Seiten. I missed that one. Increase versatility stacks after successful deflect or evade. Oh shit. So not just do you need to do skill spamming and just attacking non-stop, but you can also get versatility now from deflecting. It's awesome. That's really good. And some of the talents as well. Just gonna lock them in. I'm not too interested in the other weapons here. But that one's nice. Oh, and Samurai. Hote. That was the auto recovery. Ben Saiten on the spear. Churush Jin. Magic power is not really what I want. But it's more damage. Still. Abyss was item drop rate. Daikokuten. Ninjutsu power. Nene Slayer. What a meme. Hachiman. For bows, huh? Yeah, must be. I know that guy from Smite. My go-to is 7-piece Ben Saiten, 3-piece Hote. Are these all the Grazers that are currently in the game, or are there more? Deliver judgment. Damn. Love the chicken feathers in the previous gear. Didn't notice it before. It's actually a set that a Nioh 2 NPC had on. He might be around this game too, but I haven't seen him yet. There's 10 Grazers, but Ben Saiten is the best. Well, for versatility, yeah.
竹千代覚えているか幼かったあの頃幼き頃はむつまじき仲なれど優れているのは私だと信じきっていただが竹千代が次なる将軍と決まり私の心に闇が生じた将軍になるのは私だ内なる声は強まりついには暗き輝きに見入られた将軍の座のみにこだわり誤った道を進む私を止めたのは地獄の闇に差し込んだ一筋の光
So what about that judgment now?
太平を乱した大罪人だキレ
He killed me. Like one-shot me with 26k damage. Actually, we got a green sword now, so we should hit we should hit more than 26. You actually get the you actually get the option.
お前が望んだ将軍に私はなる
Good ending, bad ending. It's actually probably not good or bad, but it's either or. Means if I want to see the other one, I just gotta do the boss again. There's probably a battle scroll for this. So many people spare him. Sure. Sure, yeah. Oh, we've come so far. He's given up his ambitions. He paid his sins, I guess. Nah, fuck him. All this trouble because he was a little bitch. Character growth? Too little, too late.
ご就任のお言葉を賜りとうございます。余が将軍、徳川家光である。
I'm just glad that I went with the high pitch voice. You don't hear too many voice lines from your character, but they're good. Hey bro, he was getting mind controlled by a 1400-year-old ghost deal. Cut him some slack. That was after he crashed out. The mind control, like, that came in later. He started it still. It definitely made things worse, yeah, but still. In the OG timeline, he killed my boy Hanzo. I can't forgive that. We saved him later, but still. I still have to do some exploration on battle scrolls now. It's far from over. Do you have to re-explore everything on New Game Plus? Or is the exploration carried over? Like Odamas and the Chichikos, for example. Because I might just do the exploration on New Game Plus as well. Although it's probably just more convenient to go through the areas now. I still gotta do the Peerless Katana side quest from the 4th area. As far as I understood at least, he was disgruntled with you, but he would not have done what he did if you didn't corrupt him and guide him towards that, because remember that Born, the very first time we saw his guidance spirit, he was already corrupted by the Crucinite from Miriko in the prologue. Yeah, but a little disgruntling is enough to get possessed like that? I don't know. I think it's up to interpretation. And in my world, he deserved that. I do have a point. Like, the main fault was on Hiroko, yeah. To get corrupted in the first place, do you want someone by your side that is that easily corruptible? But I think he did grow it out. It would not have been an issue in the future, technically. Both options are okay. I can see why people spare him. I actually wonder if there's differences in the ending anyway. Completely different cutscene. I like the one I got. I'll see it eventually. I wasn't not sure about the easiness of how corruption fiend he's just got, like a corruption prone he was. Like Hiroko's corruption powers are just insane. That he corrupted multiple strong leadership figures over the years. Still, I guess I just didn't like it. As for the exploration question, they are separated by difficulty. You keep the markers, but you have to do everything again, if I remember correctly. I see, okay. Then I'll just go through and get the rest of the exploration done on normal mode. Probably just rush through Shogun mode. As far as I can, at least. It'll say stuff like, this move has been completed, another difficulty on the map. Okay. But it doesn't say that it's been beaten on the current difficulty. Oh, I guess it will. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta do so many more myths anyway. Side quests, I didn't do all of them, but battle scrolls, I didn't do any of them. I guess that's gonna be today and tomorrow. I can probably rush through most of it. I feel like my build is pretty strong. You should have unlocked the cool battle scrolls now. The boss rush of every region's final boss one is my favorite. That sounds interesting. Can I just speed up the credits? I don't want to skip. Ah, you can't speed it up. Takehito Koyasu is Dio? That's his name. Good to know. Now I know what to watch out for in the future credit rolls. Tokugawa Takechi, or like your brother has like 4 different voice actors. It seems like most people get through it quicker the second go around. Yeah. On the first run you probably want to like explore a lot and don't really know where to go most of the time. You want to do side quests and stuff. Second run is just, okay, area 1 boss please, area 2 boss please, area 3 boss please. Speaking of Nioh, you check out Japanese Deadpool in Marvel Token. Don't have sound on right now. Animation wise, I can already tell it's a nice reference. Even with the pose and everything. Classic Deadpool moment. Dioception. That I've seen a few streamers do a bit more co-op to get through it faster. It is fun to just melt the enemies with others too. Yeah. On the first run I usually never wanna do any co-op stuff. In a Souls-like game. I feel like a Souls-like experience is all about persistence. It's all about hitting a wall and getting through it. And yeah, just throwing in someone else, if the game isn't balanced that way, that's kind of ruined that for me. But that's just me. Makes sense, you don't learn the core skills at first. Yeah, you don't even have stances, like high and low stance in this game, in Samurai mode, for example. Aww, special thanks to the ninja staff and you. Ah, Kohei, you shouldn't. You shouldn't have. Produce. I'm assuming that's it. That was him. I still use acolytes for bosses, so when I'm tired, I just want to get through the material. Yeah, completely fair. Especially if you're like new to the genre and struggle with mechanics. Some of the bosses are even hard if you're like in a party of 3. I remember my first Dark Souls 3 playthrough. Being stuck on the Dancer of the Irithel Valley. Like going in with every NPC I could and still failing 10 times over. New difficulty has been added. Can be changed from the map during gameplay. Yep, classic. Sudama Blessing has been added to the Blessing option. Can I increase the drop rate for selected equipment? That sounds nice. There's still one question mark option. So here I can make specific gear drop more frequently, huh? It's my first Souls-like, so it's a handicap for me. The bosses still focus you, but it's just a little bit of help. Yeah, true. If you have specific players, player acolytes in your team, they might even have a build that heals you. I don't know if it's still if the Oasis Talisman, for example, is still a thing. But there were ways to heal other players in Nioh 1 and 2. Pretty sure that's where the Stone of Penance goes when you unlock that. Eventually. It'll be there eventually. I can aim for a specific armor piece though, which is nice. I don't think you can go for graces, huh? But all the other sets are basically here. That's awesome. Pride of Sakanua. That's a spear build. Protection of Canon. Unscathed melee damage 13%. I'll look through that eventually. I don't think it's necessary right now. Murakumo. Unlocked by clearing Shogun's Journey. Like, I need to clear the final boss on the next difficulty to unlock this Guardian Spirit's second skill. That's cool. What scale slicer? Uncrackling Steel? Well... Could be worse. Could be worse. I play ninja 95% of the time, so I normally choose a samurai when I summon someone to help. Yeah, I can see that. And the percentage drop rate can also be upgraded. I have mine at 30% currently. So getting items is not an issue anymore then, that's nice. You still need to be lucky enough with...
ついに大仕事を成し遂げたみたいだね。私の撃った獲物が役に立ったのなら誇らしいよ。
I forgot what I wanted to say.
また来てね。村正の名にかけていい仕事をしてみせる。いらっしゃい。
Completing memories of the blade has unlocked the following features. Reforge! Oh. That's... Tempering? Is that tempering? Yes. Big. That's big. Yeah, sure. Describes every single weapon in detail now. Didn't know she would do that. With all the lore behind the weapons as well. Cool and all, but... I'm just wondering if this goes towards the patronage point or menu. Probably too early still. Or maybe they removed it completely. Yeah. I hope we get more of the blacksmith's backstory in the DLCs. We get it in Nioh 2. I'm interested to see who she is. She does talk a little bit about it. But you'll learn more about her in Nioh 2. I'm pretty sure it's the same character there. I guess patronage should be DLC stuff since it's not in the base game. It's not in there? Well, actually, it's not too bad. I don't miss it. I just assumed it would be in here because it was in all the other games too.
とてもいい感じ。また来てね。
Never forged anything, and I wanted the achievement. I think soul matching is also a thing that I gotta do still.
おお、土産話はあるのだろうな。
Let me trade my stuff. Do I wanna keep any of the other weapons? I don't think so, it's fine. Armor-wise, I'm gonna check those later. I almost feel strong to donate all this. I'm gonna keep the green stuff. Is it enough to level up? No. Still a minister. Oh, it's going up. I think I went up by like 100 clan favor there. I know it goes up by 2 more positions. Like the highest position is something like Elder. And that gives you the highest bonus. It does take a while to get there. In Ninja Gaiden you get slightly more info on her grandfather. Since he's in Ninja Gaiden as well. What a guy that Muramasa is. He's everywhere. He's been busy for the past 1,000 years, I guess. Time is a weird thing in these games. Let's start with area number 1. Pretty sure Muramasa is just immortal or something. The immortal blacksmith. The immortal legendary blacksmith. 1 of 3. I think there's 3 famous ones. I've heard that somewhere. I'm not sure if it was from this game or if it was from some YouTube video.
Nani? 妖怪退治のみならず薬まで手に入れただと。これはありがたい。さあ、殿、これを。
Take medicine, old man. It's fine.
何やら珍妙な味だが。おお、先ほどまでの頭痛が嘘のように引いていく。なんと素晴らしい薬よ。一体いかな材料を使っておるのだ。そうか。お主も知らぬと申すか。残念だ。このような薬があれば兵たちの助けにもなろう。わしもいつかこれほどの薬を作ってみたいものだ。
Okay. Cool. Don't know where I got that, but I guess I could have always handed that one in. Handed that side quest in, I guess. Interesting, interesting. Next up, down there. I really just hope that... Oh, now go back to him again. Yeah. I really just hope that you can see the completion percentage of a map. You can't. I guess you can just get it from the exploration level or the icons. I just hope I got all the icons. I guess. I'm so used to playing Metroidvania where you can see your completion rate of the map whenever you look at the map. That would make for a nice addition, I think. Even the first hit already one-shots them now. We've come so far. Agreed. Guild Wars 2 gives you a nice overview of what you're missing. Yep. Yep. And that Guild Wars 2 has some extremely good exploration as well. It's been a while since I played it. But I did spend a lot of time in that game before the DLCs came in. And most of the time just went into exploration and world bosses. Damn, those were the days. It's one of the nicer MMOs to like get into, because there's no monthly subscription. You just get the game once and that's it. If I still had if I still remembered my credentials. I could actually look into it again. I'm not really too interested in the DLCs. Yay! Unimpeded. Used all methods to traverse stuff. Yeah. Exploration complete. I only started playing Guild Wars 2 a few years ago. Would have been nice to see it from the beginning. It's a bit overwhelming and expensive to do it all. Now, yeah, with all the DLCs, I can imagine. I don't know anything about the DLCs, but I've only heard good things about it. The base game was already pretty good. Of course, we don't know for sure if the Ninja Gaiden Muramasa is the same or just a descendant, but it's a fair chance it's the same guy. Stuff like him wearing a Lives of the 1,000 Gods amulet in Ninja Gaiden 3, which increases your max health, and in Universe it says they increase the limits of one's physical endurance. And they were made by someone in the 1500s, realizing their power and stringing them together. Wink type of thing. It's the same one. For sure.
先の仕事でしくじってな。今や追われる身だが、技を継ぐ者を残しても良いかもしれん。どうだ、わしと戦ってみんか。なかなか生きのいいやつだ。本気で来るがいい。
You needn't hold back. Okay, carnage goes on.
突っ立っておると撃ち抜くぞ。
Oh, he shoots. It's over.
私の銃弾をかいくぐるか。見込み以上だ。
I really should use Last Stand more. I mean, Steel doesn't do that much. I free of the DLCs and they're good. It's not bad when you get them on sale, but I do find it a bit repetitive. The worlds and whatnot are cool, but it's the same thing. That is true. I like one of the best things I found about Guild Wars 2 were the jumping puzzles. Like every single area has one of those. They're always, at least they're always fun to me. Those are my favorite. Yeah, I remember them dearly. Like it's the only MMO that really has a lot of them. The canister this one stacks you faster? I know, yes, it does. I've tested it already. And it goes so hard. It pushes the damage so far. There's one in the larger DLC that is really hard and long to traverse. It sounds like... I hope it's fun. I usually like the ones that are just... short. More than the longer, complicated puzzle ones. The best thing was that just every area had at least one of them. And there's many areas. Jumping puzzles in MMO, Destiny 2 is where it's at. Yeah, that's first person jumping though. Like third person jumping with the in-universe physics and all its exploits, it's a different game. But definitely right. But you're definitely right about Destiny 2. The only other MMO I can think of that has some jumping in them is FF14, but there's like 3 of them. And they're not that good. I like the longer ones with puzzles. That's cool, that's cool. I always preferred. Than the ones that were just 10 minutes of getting through a section, or 10 minutes is maybe a bit much, but about that. My brain would think I found the jumping puzzle, but nah, I was just overthinking it. You can make it third person by just holding a sword? That I didn't know. I had no clue about that. I thought Destiny 2 was first person only. And through. Are there any like tricks you can do to get extra air momentum in Destiny? Like rocket jumps maybe? Or just basic air dashes? How do I get up there? So a lot of things that give you a third-person view. Some supers make it third-person for the duration. Yeah, that's yeah. Animation stuff makes sense. Makes sense. Swords, emotes. Yeah, makes sense. Still have movement tech, but if you want momentum, it's gonna be skating. Even momentum. Is this the way to the temple? Yeah, might be. Nah, I'm so far away from this. This is not the right way. All of that for like one ninja lock or something. It's gotta be from here then. Yeah. If I jump down, yes, I will be safe. Timestamp just to showcase the explanation. I'm not sure if the... I see the momentum, that's for sure. Oh, I've never been here, holy shit. Interesting. He even fell off at the end. But it's just a showcase, so that makes sense. Soul Core level 150. So Sudamas are kinda leveled with you. It's not the most broken Soul Core out there, but I'll take it. Isn't it the longest gap between CrossFit grind skating? Yeah, that seems reasonable. There was even some like extra space covered at the end, like some leftover space. You could go even further with that. I should play more platforming games. Off stream, I've been just grinding away at games that I started a while ago lately. So, I finished a Metroidvania called After Image yesterday. Pretty solid game overall. No, it's a battle scroll, a fire reinvasion. Okay. A fire reinvasion time it is. Kaizo Mario. That might be too much. It's a pretty much of a platforming game. It's mainly a pattern memorization type game. 100 life. Oh, nice. I've been playing just like Afterimage, which I finished yesterday. Like I got the final achievements there, which is nice. And the rest of the day I just spent in FF13. Platforming wise, I was more thinking about there it is. The End is Nigh, which is like an Edmund Macmillan, the Binding of Isaac developer type platformer he made. Which I also started ages ago, but never 100% it because the achievements in that game are actually insanely difficult. But the game is really good. It's just you can reach like 90% of the achievements in 10 hours, and the rest of the 10% take another 200. It's like Fruit of Necrodancer in that sense, but Necrodancer already comes with a hard learning curve. Like beating your first run in the Necrodancer takes about 20 hours maybe? I'd say. Let's say 15. Actually, that might be too much as well. It is difficult, but is it that difficult? Unlocking the final character in that game easily takes 100 hours. I mean, if not more. I'd even say it's more than that. What was the last platforming game that I've played? It really has been ages. Also stuff like grenade launchers that launch you grenade jumps. The long gap one there was strand skating. Then there's well skating, shatter skating, needle skating, bubble skating, others that I don't know. Different subtypes of one category. I see. One of the most interesting platform mechanics I can think of. Green gear from like random battle scrolls now, that's kind of funny. Was wave dashing from Celeste actually. Because it's a mechanic that you already can do. That's some tech that you can do at all times. But the game tells you about it in the final mission. On the final level, more like. What am I doing here? Why can I go here if there's nothing there? Maybe there used to be something here. They're required separating categories because Titans and Warlocks can't strand skate. It's for Hunter only, while Needle skating is Warlock only. Oh, that makes total sense, yeah. I thought like they would just use different types of gear to do the same thing. So there's not much of a difference between them. I guess I'm wrong about that. Gotta go do back stuff. Good luck. You'll have a good one. Thank you, likewise. Skating needs a Warlock Strand super that other classes don't have. Bubble Skating needs a Titan super, and so forth. So they have different requirements, but the tech itself is similar. Maybe I'm just trying to simplify that too much. Like it's similar, but the timings and abilities required to use to gain momentum are different. Yeah, okay, makes sense. That makes sense. And you can do them basically as soon as you got the super. Do you have that from the get-go, or do you need to progress the class for a couple hours first? There's so many elements on this weapon right now. Oh. Oh, I think I can get some kappa shells in here. I'm getting no Amrita anymore. That's okay. Almost got lost. Oops. I'm just here for the loot. Depends on which tech we are talking. Needle skating needs the strand subclass super, and you need to go through 80% of the Lightfall expansion campaign to unlock that. So you gotta work for your movement there. Same with shadow skating, but wild skating can be done almost directly out of the tutorial. So whatever class does that has basically the best momentum then. I mean, the skating techs seem all good, but like having the tech early makes the class better then, doesn't it? Ah, that's right. Well, skating.
晴らさせてもらう。
Not done yet. Is that the Shingen mission? Oh yeah. I actually missed stuff not on the way here, but in the Crucible that's coming up. So that's how you re-explore these. So you should try to not miss anything then. First time over. Would have been good to know. Shadow skating is the best momentum as far as I know, because it doesn't need your super to be charged, it just needs your class ability, which is on a much shorter cooldown. But if you have your super up, then needle skating is amazing. I don't really know much about these speedrun movement techs. But it's still great that they exist in the first place.
俺はもう生きて帰れんのか。
Hey. Where's my health bar? Must have stepped into the hellfire for 1 second. Is there actually like speedrun section in Destiny? Like, are there Destiny 2 speedruns? Or is it just for getting around? I have seen people speedrunning Final Fantasy XIV expansions. And those usually take about 7 to 10 hours. And that's a game without movement tech. Well, with very little. Is a thriving Destiny 2 speedrun community. Like for the entire game or for individual raids and stuff? Like for raids I can totally see it. But for like story completion and stuff I don't really feel like it fits. Not for the whole game, but speedrunning dungeons or raid. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That was a huge thing in World of Warcraft as well for a while. Like in the Mists of Pandaria expansion, the game actually gave you medals for swift completions in the dungeons. They removed that one later and made dungeons way longer. But there were some dungeons that you could actually beat in 4 minutes, and those were amazing. The game was peak in that expansion. We'll never have that again. I'm kind of out of the MMO scene anyway. But I still have memories about those. Speedrunning raids in Destiny. I've been watching a couple Walkthrough videos lately where he explains the current world record runs in the games that he's run himself. Like he's a Resident Evil horror, survival horror type dude who's got lots of runs under his belt, lots of records under his belt as well. And he does really good explanations about pretty much all the Resident Evil game speedruns that are on right now. And some other survival horror games. They've been a blast to watch lately. Like one that impressed me was Resident Evil 8, like Village of Shadows speedruns. Like the strats for that seemed actually so fucking difficult. I'm rushing through every single trap and it doesn't matter. Like the Lady Dimitrescu fight on Village of Shadows difficulty in the speedrun is so tight. Looks actually insane. Almost reminded me of a Devil May Cry speedrun where you just know in advance where every boss is gonna be after you do each move. Like there's so much, it has been like figured out at that point. Every single shot is like pre-aimed at a certain spot where you just know that the boss is gonna be in 200 milliseconds or something. It's crazy. For example, my fastest clear in my 15 clears of the Equilibrium dungeon is 55 minutes 18 seconds and the world record is 6 minutes 34. I'm pretty sure that the difference there isn't just a movement tech, is it? Because that would be huge. There's also gonna be a gear difference and stuff, right? And out of bounds shenanigans. Oh. The classics. I'm not the biggest fan of games where you go out of bounds to finish it faster, because it doesn't feel like the type of exploit that you should exploit. There's like one mission in Devil May Cry 5 where runners do that as well. It's one of the first Nioh missions. The one with the broken down buildings. Where you fight the bats for the first time. I forgot the number, either 3 or 4. There's one spot we can go out of bounds and skip the entire mission. And that it's a fun one because you can see the skybox change into an FOV of some random school. Because it's just a placeholder image that the devs didn't think anyone would ever see. But it's the type of stuff that makes me don't wanna run the game. Or learn the game, I guess. Shadow Throne is the only one where I'm even sort of close to the record. My first is the 11th 26 and the record is 2:25. Is it also out of bounds shenanigans, or is that actually just movement? Because that might be. Only a 9-minute difference. Like, yeah. I get what you mean with sort of.
もはやこれまでか。友が作る太平の世。
Where is he going?
見たかった。
I think that's it. That's all I wanted here. also out of bounds stuff, and with the team, while mine was solo. The left without out of bounds stuff and solo seems to be exactly 4 minutes. South of bounds doesn't actually give you that much of a head up, of an advantage then. I'm not buffed. Ah, it killed him. Should have buffed myself sooner. Depends on the dungeon. Shattered Throne is by far the shortest and easiest dungeon. Makes sense if your shortest times. For that one is 11 minutes, well for the other one's 55. So 55 is more closer to the average than that, or is the average like is the average around 55, or is it in between 55 and 11? You get teardrops from this? That's wild. Maybe got the teardrop from something else there. Ah, it even tells you the amount of collectibles that you found. Oh, that's nice. I know that in one mission I didn't get everything. Might have been this one. Fatal Fists. More bare hand damage if I had to guess. Yes, straight up. Doesn't tell you how much. There is so much loot. Oh, that chest is just asking for it. According to Destiny 2's dungeon report, I'm in the top 10% for clear times. Not bad then. But with all the variants, it's difficult to save. Like, don't want to down talk that, but like, what's a 50% clear time look like? Paralytic ground fire? Something that can actually be useful. It was always just here. I just remember that don't have the enhanced shrapnel bomb yet. That's still hiding somewhere in the world. Okay. I see the goal. I don't see the way. Ah, it's here. I have no clue what the average actually come out to. I'd assume pretty slow since less than 10% of the player base has even completed a singular raid and usually only do a dungeon once or twice. Yeah, but if you're in the top 10% of for clear times, and if less than 10% of the player base actually clears something, that means you're in the top 1% of players. When it comes to clearing dungeons fast. I think that's how math works. It's not how it works. It's not. It's a very skewed statistic if you approach it that way, but it's not completely wrong. It's not completely wrong either. They got overrun. Unlucky. I'm assuming that's the Shunobon Wraith. Would kind of make sense for this type of village. Doesn't sound like it though. I was on the right track, but I'm just looking for different paths now. There isn't one. Just walked the wrong way. Cool. A Raiju. Here? Out of all places? I don't wanna go last stand against these. It's unlikely that it'll take much damage. But I'm too scared. I really shouldn't be. Mist slash lightning. After a strong attack, huh? Doesn't seem to do much lightning, but after strong attack is a pretty good move to have. Alright, so I'm at rank 29,750 out of a few 100,000 or so. For Shattered Throne speedrun leaderboards. How deep is the Shattered Throne dungeon in the game? I'm always assuming that, like, if a dungeon comes late in the game, then barely anyone out of the player, like, No one's there yet. Like, the end game is a place where maybe 20% of the players are. It's so difficult to judge that on MMOs. I'm gonna learn that because it gives me attack up. That's it though. I'm missing a sword skill. Woe is me. Paralytic ground fire. What can I do with that? I mean, I can stack it so that the effect comes in immediately, probably. And then I get one attack for free, and I believe that attack even deals more damage. With the ninja, I can't really think of a skill that I'd want there. Still learning devastation, still learning piercing rain. Shattered Throne has been in the game for like 6+ years, and these days you can do it immediately out of the tutorial. Okay, so there's no barrier of entry there. That's an important fact to include for the statistic. If it's short, it's probably a player favorite then as well.
これは武田の家紋があしらわれた酒瓶か。藁にもすがる思いで神仏に備えた酒のようだな。
Oh, Deadly Mage, hey hey. I'm also having a good time with the game. I beat it earlier today. I'm now going and do some cleanup through the earlier regions. How far into the game are you?
追い衰える恐れから道を誤ったのであったか。お主も絵の心得があるようだな。この長谷川新春、今となっては自ら絵を描くこともかなわぬ。
I was skeptical at first about this one,
伝授いたそう。
but now, all things considered, I do like it. My last achievement was the Queen's Eyes Open.
思い描いた通りじゃ。見事な貝の虎の姿絵よ。誠に感謝いた。その絵はお主が持っていくと。
Cool. Let me check where that is. Portrait of Takeda Shingen. Yeah, finally, I got the painting of my goat. The Queen's Eyes Open. In Himiko's Guardians. That's the third region then. The third area. So you've beaten pretty much almost half the game? No, half the game, basically. What weapons are you using in this game? Have you tried them all yet? But yes, I consider myself a very average player. Very rarely do I even bother trying to do the hardest stuff or get good clear speed. It's an MMO. Destiny 2 or like any other MMO, is not really... Like, it can give you a hardcore experience if you want it, but for most players, I think it's just some comfort space. And challenge is better found in different games. That's how I always looked at MMOs. It's a game where you just want to turn off your brain for a moment. Damn, can't even parry. I wanna parry. Damn. I can do this. Yeah. I was trying to do blender build with dual swords and tried ninja build. Yeah, I'm rocking the dual ninja swords as well. Blender's a good word for this. This works really well against most yokai, I feel. I'm playing both modes in a kind of balanced way. I'm trying to use samurai against humanoid enemies and have a build perfectly against them, and try to just deal with yokais in ninja mode myself. Like with sword, I just pick sword on samurai because I can do some sick parries with it. And if they don't die, I can follow it up with an actually strong hitting attack, which is really fun to use. The weapons in this game are mostly pretty fun, I think. There's a couple samurai weapons I don't like at all. There's a couple ninja weapons I wish were different. But overall, there are weapons that I like a lot. And that's enough. That's all I really need. I do have sort of flawless clears for every dungeon except the Equilibrium and Ghost of the Deep at least. Thrown blade counter, no, that's the funny stuff. Thrown blade counter? In what context? For a while I tried magic builds, but wasn't getting too far with it. The good magic stuff is like locked behind the Calamity Ninjutsu, I think. But once you got those, they are really strong. Like, really, really strong. The skill book I just picked up? I picked up a skill book? Okay, I'll check it out in the next shrine then. I'm so zoned out of the game right now. I just want treasure and that's it. I'm just coming for the booty. There's treasure icons on the map, and I wanna make him go away. Oh damn, I should really pay more attention. I'll get notified about it next time I'm visiting a shrine. If it doesn't cost too many skill points, I might even be able to equip it. Back to the Calamity skills. It's not region locked, it's like, you need to do the veteran dojo missions, basically, to unlock them. And I can recommend those. They're way too strong. I was just at that place. My little brother also usually goes for magic builds in Souls-likes.
井戸の底から声がどうやら俺も焼きが回ったらしい
Oftentimes they are pretty strong. I guess in this game they just come out of the... They just come with the ninja mode as well. Am I missing something again? No. It's right here. Oh, I see. Flying blade counter. Throne blade counter. Gotta keep that in mind. Level 9. I really should have explored this area more when I was here for the first time. I don't think I missed out or anything, but I sure missed something. No Nurikabe, no nothing. Two more chests and that's about it. There might be more chests, but those two are relevant. I kinda like about this game that it doesn't show you... Oh, Deadly Mage, thanks for the follow. It doesn't show you the unnecessary stuff on the map. Only when there's like a lock included, it actually shows up here. Have you played Nioh 1 and 2 as well, Deadly Mage? Maybe Nioh 1 didn't have the best magic capabilities, but Nioh 2 sure had. I'm just over leveled for this area. Didn't beat 1, but I beat 2. That makes sense. Like Nioh 1 is probably the toughest one out of them. You can definitely beat 3 then too. I've beaten Nioh 2 before this. Overall, I think I like it more than this. But this one isn't complete yet. DLC is gonna drop next week. New weapon type is gonna be available. That's gonna be interesting. New region, new weapon, new bosses. It's gonna be awesome. Polished form. And Fortitude I think I've heard before. Missing 3 bosses in one from the main story? 3 bosses. Oh, does it mean... Wait a minute, what's the last 3 bosses? Like base game or DLC? The final mission in Nioh 1 is really tough. The one with the 9-tailed fox. Base game is also not very easy. The one with Orochi. Base game. If it's free, then you're missing maybe the final mission and then the 1000 Eyes epilogue mission. How do I get there? Bridge and then that, yeah, bridge. It's really fast if I just teleport over here and then go right. It should be Kelly, Yamata no Orochi and 100 Eyes. Yeah, exactly. I don't really want to count Kelly. But maybe Oda Nobunaga. That one is more like a boss. Kelly is kind of a pushover. There it is. Fire Shuriken. Hey, that's actually huge. So that's where that is. Random corpse. Hidden behind a hole in the wall. I think that's it for this area. The only icons that remain are the Sudama. And that's supposed to be like that. Cool. Battle scroll time. Oh, and I gotta check out the skills that I got. The Fire Shuriken is actually big. It's one of the few things I actually missed from other games. Drone Blade count as mandatory. Let's see, let's see. Fortitude with more health. I heard about that one because I already got the upgrade version. Attack Mastery is nice. Should probably equip that. Does come for free. Recoup allows you to recover a portion of ki extended when guarding by performing a ki pulse. Polished form reduces ki consumed by martial arts. Not the best. Deadly Eye. Range attacks deal more damage. So the counter here is arranged, is a ninja thing. Yeah. Allows you to throw shuriken at a locked-on enemy after an evade. Like automatically? It does sound big. But what do I replace? I do want to keep the bigger evasion window. That's just very helpful. I guess I don't need the healing from backstabs. Backstab lifestyle is kind of whatever, yeah. That is true. But it's a little bit of healing, and healing is kind of nice. And I combine Throne Blade with Puffer Pass technique for true gaming. I need 1 skill point for that. I can probably find a text on one of the scrolls. Increases the amount of damage over time you inflict. That's also, oh, I didn't have that. Okay. I don't know if I need Dreadbringer. I could actually remove that for something else. Like, the more ailments someone had, the stronger my ninjutsu and magic hits. That's not really necessary. But it does also increase, like, if the damage of my fireball, for example, of the hellfire is higher, then it applies the fire debuff easier as well. Mist Yokai Banisher is just mandatory. Hollow form. I can remove that one. I guess Ninjutsu Link for now, and the rest comes later. Edo period. No, Warring States. Now, there was one mission where I was missing something. This one. So I'm gonna start with this one. I mean, this should be quick. I just wanna get all the loot out of these to get like maximum skill capacities, skill points and stuff. I can probably rush through at this point. It even shows you what to get. Becoming Champion of the East? Tiger's Cause? Huh? Oh, so they're just the missions on where they take place, huh? Okay, I can ignore the swords then. I can also ignore most of the loot here, but I kind of want to take it with me just so I can progress my clan rank a bit more. It's gonna be all donated. You get so much loot anyway, I don't really have to worry about that. So now whenever I wait something I shoot both a Puffer Pass jump at the enemy And the shuriken be thrown at an enemy. I don't see how that can deal much damage. But if you wait all the time, then it should be fun. Huh? On top of it, on top of the roof. Level 141? A green longbow. For level 141. In a mission that's for level 9. That's crazy. So the thing about damage, it's just funny seeing the Scampers rammed and the Shuriken does okay damage for it, at least. I have seen the Scampers already. I'm more just concerned about like getting something for your skill points down. Doesn't seem all that worthwhile. Ow. Level 142 Festuses. And I was worried I wouldn't get anything here. How do I get there? Assuming from here somewhere, but not surprised I missed things here. Level 150 Switchglaive. I'm actually impressed that this can drop here. The skip. Holy, that was a jump I did not know was possible. Yeah, my inner speedrunner is showing again. I know. I gotta write a speedrun guide about this game. I have actually had that feeling a couple of times while going through it. You can probably do some insaner skips even. In this one. The one thing I haven't found out yet is how to quick kill bosses. But I guess speedrunners have found that one out already. I also think you need the air dash for this one, so it's kind of dependent on later game skills. That's what I get for my jumping around. No, I don't know where I am. Damn. And I can run through the lava, no problem, but... There's gotta be better routes, dude. I really fell in the worst possible place. I need to get up there. Probably connects from the other side of the village. The thing about skill point value is that honestly Ninja is kind of lacking in worthwhile skills. There's like 3 that I would consider required, all the rest are just kind of flavor, so I like slotting in some of the fun types like Scampus Ram or Shuriken Array. I thought I hadn't seen them all yet. But I also had the feeling that they were lacking so far. I always had more spear points on Ninja than on Samurai. And I guess that's not a coincidence. Samurai, there's less space for those for fun skills because there's just more skills that are worth the points. Exactly, yeah. But hopefully the DLC will fix that. They'll just add more good skills for Ninja and that's it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. This is not the end. Smithing text. Random drop, huh? I just came from here. And I actually only recognize now how huge that skip was. After traveling the normal route once. It's a different game now. This just leads to loot then. The final route should just lead to the remaining, probably Samurai Lock, if I had to guess. It's gotta connect from, yeah, absolutely, that's it. And it is... a ninjutsu skill. Burrow. That's the move from Naruto where they... they dig underground so that they can finger each other. In the battle scroll menu, it'll tell you how many important treasures you're missing and what those are. Yes, I'm currently chasing down 4 of them. What those are, I haven't seen. But yeah, I know that I'm missing 4 things in here. Or I have been missing. I was missing. Damn grammar. Just missing 2 treasures at this point. But I'm too greedy to not pick anything else up. Okay. That building over there. How do you get there? How do you explore? Okay. I shouldn't ask questions if the answers are obvious if I step 2 steps towards its direction. You also tell the names of those in the sub menu. That's actually really helpful. Sneak thief. That sounds funny. It's probably just makes it harder for enemies to detect you. But still. Makes enemies drop an item when you do an assassinate. Ah, that's actually cool then. I mean, maybe that synergizes with that mechanic from earlier where you can give cups to increase your drop rates for certain equipments. Maybe it synergizes with the Sodama blessing. That's it. Crimson General's Gauntlets, level 142. It sounds like heavy armor, so not useful for me. Somewhere in front of me. Pet rolls in. Oh, the enemy is already dead. It's doing its best. There it is. Nope. Different one. There it is. That's all. Supreme parry. It sounds impressive, but it's probably like it reduces your key consumption upon a successful burst counter. Or something like that. Like, I'd like to find a skill that actually changes stuff. Causes enemies to drop items after assassination. Every time. Supreme Berry. Recovers 150 life after a successful burst break. That's actually fine. That's fine. Who this? Baba. It's Baba. Oh. Didn't have to use buffs for this one, but it works. Nice. Takeda's 4 Heavenly Kings. Defeat all formidable enemies. That sounds like fun. No treasures too, so nothing to worry about exploration-wise. Spears are the hardest to parry. Next. Yeah, disappear already. Next. Okay. Give me a moment. He's got me with his skills. He can't parry the ground thingy he does. Oh. That's one of the Heavenly Kings? Baba. Is there a stream delay? Okay. Too much risk. Delay in my brain because I'm tired. That's fine.
血で染まる日が来ようとは。
Just one mission's done, and now this one's done too.
諏訪大
I
門
thought.
人の武装があれ、風林火山が不滅の根拠。再び翻さん。
Immune to fire ailment, eh?
見事なり。もしであれば旧国の志。必ずや遂げられよ。
Can remember that for next time. Really gotta do this scroll on higher difficulty once I get there, but I really wanna finish everything first on this one. Defeat Hattori Hanzo. Classic Hanzo. Fought him so many times already. What's one more time?
さあ、加減は不要。来い。
Oh. Damn. Again. There we go. Chi-chi.
さすがだな。
28,000. It's a new record actually. 28.5k. Groans in the valley. Investigate the origin of the groaning. Might just be an arena mission. There shouldn't be any loot in here, because the the scroll menu didn't mention any. I'm probably dead. Nope. Never mind. You never know with the physics in here. Sometimes they just take your momentum from you. Yeah, sure. Not my key. I had it jumping these pillars. I get that. Movement in this game is, I feel for an action game it's actually pretty good, but it's not the best platforming out there, that's for sure. I don't like how it just takes the momentum from you. If you're too long in the air. It's gonna be something at least, right? Akamitachi! He is my favorite weasel. From Nioh 2. That was the only weasel. And therefore my favorite. I think it was the only weasel in Nioh 2. Shut up as a boss once, and then there's a mini boss in like 2 other missions. It was actually pretty difficult too. Like I struggled with Kamitachi in Nioh 2 a lot actually. Investigate the identity of the resentful spirit. Muramasa was mentioned in the description. Blacksmith time? Maybe. You're trying to 100%? Yes. It's not gonna work yet because the DLC achievements are currently in the game, but the DLC isn't. So I cannot get those. But I'm gonna go for all achievements, for sure. That's what I always do.
家臣の死体に村正のまがいもの。村正は徳川にあだなす。
It's in the game, but the game's not. That's weird. Well, the DLC is supposed to release in a week. They added the achievements for them like 2 weeks ago or something. They gotta test stuff about them. I can see why they did that. I think it's Steam's API that just requires them to be in place if you want to like have them. I guess it's just preparation. Doesn't matter much to me. Darkest Dungeon did the same thing lately too. Like Darkest Dungeon is also gonna get another DLC next week. I think that introduces 2 new classes and a new ailment. And 6 new achievements that I cannot get right now. If I have the season pass, doesn't that mean I get the new DLC for free? Yes! Yes, that's what that means. You'll get the one that drops next week, and you get the other one that drops in February. If everything goes to plan. Maybe they're dropping that earlier too, because they actually announced that this DLC that comes next week for September. But then they were like, we cooked enough. Give the people what they want. Sweet, yeah. I'm also looking forward to it a lot. I really hope Chococo and Shield is gonna be busted in a way, in some way. Or at least it can be a solid defensive option for new players. Like, it's gotta do something that no other weapon can do like that, then. That's kind of what I want to get at. Give it a perfect rush combo. Like the Monster Hunter Sword and Shield that made the weapon its thing. At least in World. Let's go.
あやつは霊石で刀を鍛えておるのか。芸法の作刀
I'm
とは
surprised I don't have the match made in heaven achievement where I have to perform a soul match for the first time. I don't have it either, but I haven't done it. So for me it makes sense. I can test if it's bugged though, after this.
貴様はなぜ霊石に飲まれるのだ。
I can just soul match any two things. Takes just a second. I don't even remember what it is. It's with the blacksmith. It's an option at the blacksmith that lets you level up gear, I think. I never used it myself because I used to just always switch gear. Let's see.
調子はどう？
So much is right here. Raise the level and plus values of equipment. So if I wanted to level up, let's say, this level 6 spear. I just need some materials that I probably get from disassembly. So I would need to first do disassembling. What do I want to disassemble? Just gonna throw all my dual swords away. A couple of them at least. I'll get them back anyway. Tamahagane? Can I make materials now? How do I get yellow soul ore? I don't wanna go through all that. It's too much effort. Wait, so I need... He required yellow soul ores. I don't know how to get those. Extraction. So, oh, and then you get soul ores out of here? Grace of Vaisravana, that's new. And that's not so good. It gives you like overall small things, but nothing too huge. Yes, so you get soul ore and the piece of equipment disappears. It's a different type of disassembly now. And you can then use the gathered soul ore to increase the level of anything. Which increases its attack value here, for example. Special effects seem to be the same still. And that's match made in heaven.
じゃあまたね。
That was new to me as well. Soul extraction. I don't know if I like that too much. Investigate the origins of the haunting caves. Oh, might have to fight Hino Emma again. Kill him with fire. I can. I do have a an Omnio magic for that. But I can use 3 times. I kept getting lost in these caves in the beginning. Yep. As someone with really poor orientation skills myself, I relate. Every time. I'm glad you have a double jump in here. Maybe I shouldn't rely all that much on it. Speaking of being lost... Yes, actually. I think I am. I mean, one easy way to find your way is just to kill everything, and if you find enemies, you're on the right track.
ここが意外と釣れるんだよな。お、かかったか。
But right now, I wanna go fast. Are you a Soulspawn player? I do play Souls-likes occasionally. I play everything. I play a little bit of everything. I haven't played any of the non-Steam FromSoft games, so I haven't played Bloodborne or Demon's Souls. But I have played all the other games to completion. They are pretty good. I love Souls-like because of the difficulties and the replay values. I do like definitely some of them. Nioh Nioh's a great one. I can definitely vouch for this game. However, Mortal Shell 1 is a thing. That probably shouldn't be. The Surge is a thing. Mortal Shell 2 gets its sequel soon. And I actually got hopes for that one, but the first game was so ass. The Surge 1 was very disappointing, kinda. I haven't played the second one yet. Is that it? That's it. So like Toho? That's a bullet hell. And I haven't played that one either. It's mostly bullet hell. Some Toho games are different. I really want to get into some of them. Demon's Souls on PS3 was your first Souls-like? That's awesome. I think for me it was Dark Souls 3. Or 2. I think I played 3 first. And I don't want to stop yet. There's just one little side mission in the second area. Let's go. Out of all the Souls-likes, I did like the Nioh series and Sekiro the most so far. But I haven't played Lies of P, for example. The DLC in that game might have a rough final boss, I've heard. But other than that, the game's supposed to be pretty good. Not even close, dude.
東国の田舎侍どもにどんな
Where do I go?
我らの力を示すにはいい機会よ。
陰陽師殿、陰でこそこそ何をしてやがる。なんだってあんな連中と強くなるか。
Oh, so I thought there was enough damage. Like, whenever I evade, I throw a shuriken and the cat spawns to deal some damage. I hope it was enough for this dude. Because they have like an surrounding aura around them, you can always evade that aura. It's kinda funny. That makes that evasion shuriken thingy actually pretty good as a skill. I was looting. Drop kicks me while looting. What the hell? That's rude. I've tried to emulate Demon Souls once, but back in the day when I tried that, the emulators weren't there yet. I have seen an update video about that though. Like apparently, at this point, it's possible to emulate Demon Souls. Maybe I should look into that. I got you, Chief. With fire, I forgot about that earlier. And one more, right? Huh! That game just loves to throw you this guy. Okay, I almost missed out on a blue soul core. It's only Ryom and Sukuna, so it's not a big loss, but still. I'm underestimating the hell out of that guy. But for good reason, I've never died to this one. It's the only boss I think I've never died to. I'm missing treasure and some other missions, so I think I'm gonna call it here. There's still enough stuff left to explore. The first area is done. Second one has new side missions. Oh, that's actually kind of a lot of stuff. It's actually interesting that the smaller areas, like the third region and the fifth region, don't show up at all anymore. This one's almost done as well, I think. So tomorrow I'm gonna just discover the rest of the secrets here. And probably enter New Game Plus. I think there's not too much stuff left. I'm pretty sure one of these two formidable foes is gonna be the Demon of Obsession. Because I'm still missing that one. I really hope it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. The Demon of Envy was the hardest boss in the game for me. In retrospect, that's something I can already say. The rest was fine. Achievement percent, let me actually look. 35 out of 64. Halfway there. But again, you cannot get the Hell Rising achievements yet. So there's unlock all achievements, which some players already have. I think it's actually above 10%, so that's really, really good. But then there's Hell Rising, which are not available yet. Without these, let's see. The highest number. It's 13. So there are 51 achievements base game. Meaning I'm missing 16. Which would be about 70% of the way there. Quick maths. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day here. And be back tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Have a nice one. See ya.